And a boot to Baszler. Takes Baszler out of the mix. Charlotte Flair.
I don't plan on slowing down. Tiffany Stratton gets warned by major WWE superstar. Tiffany Stratton is set to put her WWE Women's Championship on the line at WrestleMania 41. Recently, Charlotte Flair issued the buff Barbie a stern warning ahead of the event. The Queen returned to action after over a year at this year's Royal Rumble Premium Live event. She won the 30-woman contest in Indianapolis and went on to challenge Stratton to potentially become a 15-time Women's World Champion at the Showcase of the Immortals. In an interview with The Independent, Charlotte Flair clarified that she had not held the current Women's World title or the re-established WWE Women's Championship, despite her history as the inaugural Raw Women's Champion. The 38-year-old star's comments signaled a cautionary message directed toward Tiffany Stratton and possibly also IYO SKY. I don't plan on slowing down, that's not why I came back. I haven't held that title. It's still something new, and so is the Women's World title. I was the inaugural Raw Women's Champion, so these titles match my DNA. Every time one of those is raised, it affects me, but I haven't held those two, Flair said. Tiffany Stratton humbled Charlotte Flair on WWE SmackDown. The Center of the Universe showed up on the March 28, 2025, edition of WWE SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton verbally berated the dirtiest diva in the game during a backstage interview with Jackie Redmond. The blonde bombshell belittled her rival, stating that if Charlotte Flair loses at the upcoming WrestleMania 41, it would damage her legendary status significantly. The truth is, if I lose, then I lose to Charlotte Flair, the legend, as a 25-year-old rookie with a year being on SmackDown. But if Charlotte Flair loses, well, she loses to a undeserving, delusional, unoriginal, backflip-doing, blonde-hair-having little girl, she said. Only time will tell if Stratton retains her championship against the Queen at the grandest stage of them all in Las Vegas. Ric Flair, Trish Stratus, Tonga Loa, and more WWE stars react to Charlotte Flair's heartbreaking post. Several current and former WWE personalities, including Ric Flair, Trish Stratus, and Tonga Loa, recently took to social media to react to Charlotte Flair's heartbreaking post. The Queen recently posted a message for her late younger brother Reid Flair. After winning this year's Women's Royal Rumble match, Charlotte Flair is currently focused on dethroning Tiffany Stratton as the WWE Women's Champion at WrestleMania 41. Leading up to their clash, Flair has buried Stratton multiple times on the microphone, and many people believe the Queen might add another title to her resume at this year's Show of Shows. Charlotte Flair recently took to Instagram to send a heartbreaking message for her late younger brother, Reid Flair, who unfortunately passed away on March 29, 2013. Flair wrote that she missed her brother a lot. The star also mentioned that she was living her brother's dream at the moment and wished he were with her to witness how far she had come in her career. Several current and former WWE personalities reacted with a like on Charlotte Flair's post, including Tonga Loa, Mickie James, Mia Yim, Damian Priest, Isla Dawn, Renee Paquette, Naomi, CM Punk, Matt Cardona, Chelsea Green, Mandy Rose, Jimmy Uso, and more. Meanwhile, Ric Flair, Trish Stratus, Rey Mysterio, Adam Pearce, Alexa Bliss, Brie Bella, Kelly Kelly, Nikki Bella, Mark Henry, Tori Wilson, and Natalya left wholesome comments on it. WWE superstar Charlotte Flair is not slowing down anytime soon. During a recent interview with The Independent, Charlotte Flair said she was not planning on slowing down anytime soon. The Queen also set her eyes on the current iteration of the Women's Championship and the Women's World Championship, saying that she had never held either of the two titles before. I don't plan on slowing down, that's not why I came back. I haven't held that title. It's still something new, and so is the Women's World title. I was the inaugural Raw Women's Champion, so these titles match my DNA. Every time one of those is raised, it affects me, but I haven't held those two. Flair said it remains to be seen who will come out on top between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton at WWE WrestleMania 41. 4 interferences that could happen during Charlotte Flair vs. Tiffany Stratton at WWE WrestleMania 41. Tiffany Stratton is heading to WrestleMania 41 to defend the WWE Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. The two wrestlers have proven themselves to be explosive enough during their brawls on SmackDown. However, this doesn't mean they shouldn't expect company in Las Vegas. Here are 4 stars who could interfere in their match at the show of shows. Number 4. Ric Flair could try to help his daughter become the WWE Women's Champion again. Hall of Famer Ric Flair is a big pillar, supporter, and fan of Charlotte Flair. The Nature Boy has cheered for his daughter for several of her matches from ringside. Thus, it isn't difficult to imagine that the legend could be there to witness her title match at WrestleMania 41. However, the Queen is currently a heel right now. Thus, there is a chance that Ric Flair could try to pull some underhanded tactics to give his daughter the advantage, as he wants Charlotte Flair to earn the WWE Women's Championship for the first time. Nia Jax could make Tiffany Stratton pay for betraying her. Nia Jax could make Tiffany Stratton pay for betraying her. Tiffany Stratton won the WWE Women's Championship after cashing in her Money in the Bank contract on Nia Jax. The duo had been close friends with each other before. But, Jax had to look over her shoulder every time to check on Tiffy, who had helped her win the title from Bayley at the 2024 SummerSlam. While the Irresistible Force received a title rematch, it ended in a DQ and the title didn't change hands. However, she will have the perfect opportunity to exact revenge on the Buff Barbie for betraying her at WrestleMania 41. If Jax costs Tiffy the title, she could later claim a title shot against Charlotte Flair. She could state that she eliminated the most number of wrestlers from the Royal Rumble, which Flair won to receive her title shot. 2. Becky Lynch could cause problems for Tiffany Stratton. Becky Lynch is one of WWE's 4 horsewomen alongside Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Bayley. The man was last seen in action in May 2024 where she failed to reclaim the Women's World Championship from Liv Morgan. While she has signed a new deal with the Stamford-based promotion after her contract expired in June 2024, Lynch hasn't returned so far. This, however, could change at WrestleMania 41 where big-time Bex could return as a heel. The man could help the Queen defeat Tiffany Stratton and win the WWE Women's Championship. Several rumors predict that Becky Lynch will have a new character upon her return, making this a likely outcome. Number 1. Trish Stratus could lend a helping hand to her new friend. Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton have formed a very close friendship with each other in the past several weeks. The Buff Barbie and the 7-time Women's Champion have released new merchandise together and also won a tag team match against Nia Jax and Candice LeRae at Elimination Chamber. The Hall of Famer could watch Tiffy's back in Las Vegas and prevent Charlotte Flair from playing dirty. Additionally, she could also keep an eye out for other wrestlers who may try to help the Queen win her 15th World Championship. It would be interesting to see if Tiffany Stratton is able to score a win in her first Mania title defense. Condolences. Charlotte Flair sends a message after WWE SmackDown. WWE superstar Charlotte Flair made a massive impact in the latest episode of SmackDown. The Queen has now issued a message, potentially directed at WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton, following her verbal back and forth with the 25-year-old on the Friday night show. On the March 21st installment of the Blue Brands show in Bologna, Italy, Flair and Stratton participated in a split-screen interview with Joe Tessitore. The segment became memorable because the Queen dominated the conversation, seemingly undermining the Buff Barbie's confidence ahead of their WWE Women's Championship match at WrestleMania 41. Taking to X, formerly Twitter, the dirtiest diva in the game sent a brutal one-word message after SmackDown, seemingly disparaging Tiffany Stratton. WWE veterans comment on Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton's segment on SmackDown. Dutch Mantel and Vince Russo offered their thoughts on the verbal exchange via satellite between the Queen and the blonde bombshell. The veterans discussed this during an appearance on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bro Down. According to Dutch Mantel, Tiffany Stratton looked scared after Charlotte Flair ate her alive. The veteran also claimed that both women performed as partial heels. Little Tiffany looks scared. Charlotte Flair ate her alive. It looks like Tiffany got flustered and didn't have anything to say, and Charlotte sat over there and sort of trying to laugh. I don't feel sorry for either one of them. I think they're both half heels, Mantel said.